Hello and welcome to the Wildcat Watch. I'm Bailey Cabry. Baker held its annual scholarship competition for prospective students Saturday, February 25th. Scholarship Day had a big turnout this year and hopes to bring even more bigger numbers next year. Are you a creative person looking to share what you're studying to better the Baker community? Dialogos is now accepting proposals for presentations across all disciplines. Presentations come in the forms of posters, platform presentations, creative visual art, and expressive performance. For more about creating and submitting an application or potential awards and scholarships, visit www.bakeru.edu/Dialogos. That's Dialogos. Baker University will soon be experiencing a rather large change on campus. Annie Hansen has more on the growing population at Baker University.
The amount of students at Baker University is going to increase.
A little early, but we're very encouraged to see that right now we already have 123 committed students. This time, for comparison, last year we only had 80.
Last year, Baker brought in the second largest class in 10 years, and their goal is to bring in the biggest class in Baker history.
Well, I think the university really has transformed its outreach efforts and its enrollment efforts, and that includes marketing, that includes the way in which we do our event days, our scholarship competitions. We've been very fortunate by the faculty and their involvement, as well as the student body.
Senior Director of Marketing Chris Smith and his team have been working very hard.
Our job as the marketing team is to get prospective students to the front door so that our fine admission folks can get them yielded and boost numbers for next year. So we're very, very excited about the website performance to date, and I just can't speak high enough about my team of writers and designers that brought that project to fruition.
The student body really helps to increase enrollment even if they don't know it, because they're out there doing great things, and every time they bring home a new trophy or a new award from a competition, regardless of their field, that helps us to promote the school.
Bringing prospective students has kept admissions very busy.
One day it'll just be 14 tours in a day, and you don't think that's a lot, but if tours are 50 minutes long, they usually get two faculty visits, and then they meet with their admissions counselors, so it's a whole day process.
Baker University is really building a better BU, and soon their hard work will be seen throughout campus. Reporting for the Wildcat Watch, I'm Annie Hansen.
On Tuesday, February 28th, SAC hosted the Tunnel of Oppression held in the Holt Russell Gallery. The event features an engaging tour in which participants experience firsthand the different forms of oppression through interactive acting, viewing monologues, and multimedia. The scenes of oppression portrayed included body image, immigration, homophobia, religious oppression, relationship violence, race, ability, and class. Baker University's Old Castle Museum is a huge part of Baldwin City's history. Lamont Evans has more.
The Baker University Old Castle is a staple of the university and the town of Baldwin City as a whole, but many students have never visited it.
Usually it's pretty slow.
The Old Castle Museum tells the story of Baker University.
So the actual museum part, it tells the story of Baldwin City going counterclockwise. So you start here with Palmyra, and then you start with like the Native Americans, and then it goes into early Baldwin City and the Battle of Blackjack, and then starts getting into the Methodist part and Baker's founding.
The building has had many usages over the years. It was first built to be a temporary use for classes until the finished apartment. It was later used for everything from a student dormitory to even a mill at one point. Some may ask, how is the building still standing?
A separate fund that somebody donated quite a long time ago that has enough money into it to keep the building structurally sound for a very long time.
The Old Castle Museum is a part of Baker history that is fun for all ages and really needs the support of the Baker community.
We are a small museum and we need support, and even though it's a really small thing for you to come and visit, it's free, does not cost you anything, but it helps us tremendously. If we can look and say, here's how many people visited Old Castle, we can start to make a case for why people should come.
The museum is located behind Collins Gym and is open Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 4. This is Lamont Evans reporting for your Wildcat Watch.
Up next, we have this week's Baker Beat with Jessica Georgie. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's Baker Beat. I'm Jessica Georgie, and this week we're asking students what their most embarrassing classroom moment is. Let's take a look.
I was a sophomore and I fell up the stairs in front of a bunch of seniors. Did they laugh at you? I had to go get stitches.
The other day I was in Parmenter and I was trying to get up and go to the bathroom, and I didn't turn the door enough and I ran into the door and the whole class saw me.
One time I was in class and I was really tired that day and I fell asleep, and then Dr. Schaefer called me out and asked me if I was ready to join class, and I got really embarrassed.
Off top, probably when I was in 5th grade, I was going to go up and get on my seat to go give a speech, and right before I got up in front of the class, I tripped and fell. So yeah, all the kids laughed at me.
One time in sociology, I fell asleep when we were watching a documentary, and then when I woke up, I jolted awake and everyone noticed, and it was really embarrassing.
Well, that's it for this week's Baker Beat. Until next time, I'm Jessica Georgie reporting for the Wildcat Watch.
That's it for this week, and until next time, I'm Bailey Cabry.